Today I'm going to show you how to do pickled cabbage. Pickled cabbage is a traditional Russian meal. It's been cooked in Russia for generations. Pickled cabbage is appreciated in Russia for many of its qualities. Mostly its vitamin content, which is vitamin C and K. The most important ingredient of pickled cabbage is, you guessed it, cabbage. So it's important to pick it right. Cabbage can come in different shapes, forms and types. So this cabbage is green, it's new, it's really good for the salad, but it's not so good for pickling. It's not going to have the same crunchy, sweet and sour taste as this cabbage. It's mature, it's white, and it's ready for being pickled. So we start with cutting cabbage head into 4 pieces. Now every piece is going to be processed separately. So we can cut it, if you don't have any slicer, just like this burner slicer I have here, you can cut it with your knife. So it's probably gonna look like this. So my whole life I was cutting cabbage with a knife and not having fun with that. So after I bought the burner mandolin slicer, this task became much less cumbersome and much more fun. So all you do is pretty much do the same job in a fraction of a time. You are free to add carrots or not to add carrots. The more carrots you add, the more colorful and sweet your cabbage will be. It's really smart idea to make cabbage in smaller portions, because you have to exercise in the gym a lot to be able to press a big portion of cabbage. Alternatively, you don't even need to go to the gym anymore after making a couple of tons of this product. Now that your cabbage starts showing some juice, it's time to transfer it into the pot. You can either use enamel pot or you can use ceramic one. The second most important component of pickled cabbage is salt. If you put too little, it's not going to pickle. If you put too much, it's going to be unpleasantly salty and contain too much sodium for you, which is bad for you. So you have to put just enough, and just enough is usually calculated based on a formula. 2% of the weight of a cabbage should be weight of salt. So when you taste your cabbage that already has some juice showing up, it has to be salty, but not unpleasantly salty. It has to be bearable. Later on it's going to become a little bit less salty after cabbage ferments. Once you transfer your pickled cabbage into the pot, you need to press it with your hands really hard, and then once you see juice coming out, you just put little plate on top of it, and on top of a plate you put something heavy, just like this jar with water. And in this position it's going to stay for 3 days in a warm place. In the summer it just stays in the kitchen, wherever, and in the winter it's a good idea to put it a little bit closer to your stove, probably, in case you cook and your stove becomes warm once in a while. If you put it in a cold place, it's not going to ferment. Once it is fermented, after 3 days, you can see the juice coming out and the bubbles. After 3 days you can just transfer it into the jars and put it into your fridge. After that, you can actually freeze pickled cabbage if you make too much. However, in a cold place it can store for the whole winter. Once your pickled cabbage is ready, you can make a salad, something like this. You can mix it with other veggies, you can make pies, you can make cabbage soup, which is very good with pickled cabbage, or a variety of other dishes that I probably will tell you about later.